What's up, guys? It's your sis, Jessie Woo. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe, so you can join the Black Women's Tribe. Join Black Women's New Year, New Me, Black Women's Month. I'm sorry, y'all. What's taking me so long is I was trying to play my damn intro, and the shit just won't fucking play. I don't know what's happening. Hold on, child. Let me put my hair in a ponytail. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. Is the audio not on? Is the audio not on? It was. Hold on. Am I on? Am I on? Am I on? Hello. Okay. You know, we're gonna have to be a little ghetto. We's gonna have to be a little ghetto. We is gonna have to play my intro off of a off of a hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Technical difficulties. Yeah, whoa. Hold on. Okay, we just wanted to play my intro from another video of mine. That's it. This is just ghetto. What a way to end the year. Hold on. What is going on? What is happening? Okay. Hold on. This is ghetto. This is ghetto. Okay. I just want to play my song. I just want to play my song. I just want to play my intro. I just want to play my intro. How you doing? Okay. Let me play my intro, chat. GBS. I just turn the water on. Big old flex. You never saw before. He's chasing me like water. What's up, guys? It's your sister. Ghetto. Ghetto. Okay. We did the intro. Hey, how you doing? Tell me how you guys' Christmas went. Did your Christmas go well? I had a really, really good Christmas. While I'm telling y'all my Christmas story, drop down in the comments and let me know where you're watching from. Where are you? Are you at work? Are you off work? Y'all, I'm so short of breath. I've eaten so much food the last month. My usual weight is 126. I'm at 138. And I feel it. I feel it. I gained so much weight during this relationship I'm in. That man has gained 30 pounds. We just been eating good. We've been eating good. Let me see where everybody's from. Chicago, okay. California, here we come. Right back where we started from, California. What show is that from? California. What show is that from? 305, that's why I stayed, baby. Wait, hold on. 305 till I motherfucking die. You ain't want to motherfucking die. Come see. Who me up. Come see again. Shout out to everybody from the MIA. Montreal, Canada. Oh, Canada. I'm getting myself together for my possible deportation. The OC. California, here we come, right back where we started from. California. Why was I singing that? Why was I fucking singing that? Brooklyn, Fort Lauderdale, France. Not the country that enslaved my people. How you doing? How you doing? Newark. All right, let me tell y'all about my Christmas. So y'all, I made mac and cheese in Mr. Easter's grandma's pot. Her favorite dish to make for Christmas, at Christmas, was mac and cheese. And I made it for his family. Mac and cheese. You can set up the Haitian to make cheese with snap. People online was telling me to make the Haitian mac. I was like, nah, that's too. So I'm like, nah, let me ease them on down the road. Let's do the black mac and cheese first. See, my dad called it. She's doing regular mac and cheese, right? We'll make the mac and cheese currently. Oh, y'all can't hear it? My grandma made me mac and cheese in the pot. I guess you guys can't hear it well, but anyway, I made mac and cheese in his grandmother's pot, and I made it for his family, and it went really well. Like, I did two big pans, and I want to see if you guys can see his dad. But that's that's me and him going back and forth about the mac and cheese, because when we was in Antigua, we got into the argument. And if you follow me on IG, you know this is where we got into the argument about the mac and cheese. And I was like, I'm not making no motherfucking mac and cheese. And he was like, well, you can't do that because you told my family you was gonna make it. And then let me see if you can see it here, but this is me having him taste it. And then I think you're going to see his dad in a minute. This is me like serving it to him. I'm sorry, I'm taking so much time talking about my personal life, but this is him tasting it. And then, hold on. That's him. And then that's his dad. His dad was like, you passed the test. And then you'll see, like, if you follow me on IG, I'm pretty sure you saw everything, but like you'll see his brothers, his uncles and everything. So it was really nice. Like, we had a good holiday. And then for Christmas, this man got me so many things. Like, oh my God, like he got me so many gifts. And it was his birthday yesterday. So we did Christmas. And then yesterday for his birthday, I got him a lot of stuff too. Like for Christmas, that man got me a lot of shit. He got me another Chanel bag. He got me a Miu Miu peacoat. He got me a Louis Vuitton bag. He got me so much shit. And I was just like, damn, like I got him good gifts. I'm like, damn, his gifts was not, I thought my gifts was not as good as his. So for his birthday, I was like, all right, for his birthday, I got him 2 Louis Vuitton sneakers and 2 Louis Vuitton colognes. I was like, all right, I gotta come through for the birthday now. I gotta come through for the birthday. But he was like, it's not a competition, Jess. It's not a competition. Like, I give you what I want to give you and things that I see fit. So anyway, I had a good Christmas, and I hope that you guys had a good Christmas. And for those of you guys on IG who wished him a happy birthday, thank you so much. His birthday was yesterday, and he had a really good birthday. All right, let's get into what I want to talk about tonight. So I was like, I can't leave 2024 without doing one more live. Just one more live. One more live. Give me just one more live. What Caribbean island remixed that song? I feel like, was it the Jamaicans? Jamaicans gonna remix some shit. But thank you. Oh, y'all said the mac and cheese looked good. Yeah, it was really good. And it was kind of smoked. So the pot that I cooked it in is his grandmother's favorite pot. She's no longer living, but it was her favorite pot, and that's where she would make the mac and cheese all the time. So that pot was ancestral. Like it tasted like a pot that's been there for a while. So I feel like I think she had that pot. She got that pot when Jay was a baby. So yeah, so it was good. But anyway, so I wanted to do Jamaicans. Busy, of course. Happy birthday, I'm my friend. Yeah, one more year upon them. Yeah, that song went platinum in my house. Platinum. But yeah, it was a good season pot. So anyway, so I want to make one last lap because okay, I feel like this year taught me so much about dating. And I feel like the girlies on TikTok really taught me a lot. Like not saying that I needed them to, but I feel like this year the TikTok dating horror stories were insane. Like I feel like social media period. Like do y'all feel like that? Like this year like the dating stories that the girlies were sharing online were just insane, right? And some of the stories I was just like, damn, like I've been here before, not this bad. But I've been here before and I can empathize. But I feel like some of the stuff that these girls shared was pretty fucking insane. And I just wanted to go back. I feel like the main three people I wanted to talk about was you can't leave 2024 and talk about dating and not talk about Reesa Teesa. Like you have to talk about Reesa Teesa. Then I feel like Morgan Bailey was another one. Morgan Bailey was, you had Reesa Teesa with Who the Fuck Did I Marry? You have Morgan Bailey with The Random Man from Atlanta. That was last year, but then she had some shit happen to her this year with that same man. And then you have the trophy wife who, to be honest, I don't know what her real name is. Hold on. What's the trophy wife's real name? Anybody know what's her real name? I don't know what her real name is. I totally forgot. But was it Isis? Isis. So we're gonna get back to all that. But first, let's just look back on Reesa Teesa. I just wanted to just talk about what each of these girls taught me, and I just wanted to see if you guys like could relate. So Reesa Teesa, for me, I think y'all remember Reesa Teesa. Reesa Teesa was back in like March of this year, and she gets on TikTok and she gives us this like 50-part story about this guy named Legion that she was dating. And she talks about how did her and Legion first get together? I don't remember that part of the story. Hold on. But I found this article which was on Reesa Teesa, and this person on the cut, her name is Danielle Cohen. She did a really, really good job just summing this up. So this was back from February. But y'all remember this. She was talking about a man that she met in COVID. She met him in 2020. Hold on. Let's see if we could go back to the first.
Things that my pathologically lying ex-husband lied about. Backstory. I'm going to try to get as much of this as I can into this video.
Mind you, that I think that was the first video. I'm going to try to get as much as I can in this video. Sister girl ended up giving us 50 parts, 50 videos.
Because I hate when people say follow for part 2. But I'm going to try. All right, backstory number 1. We met in March of 2020. Georgia got shut down, locked down 2.5 weeks later. We got married January of 2021, and we were divorced August of 2021. So keep in mind that this story is spanning March of 2020 until about June of 2021, because I kicked him out the house on his birthday.
Lord.
So we met online, Facebook dating and Hinge. I will never do online dating again. But that is where I met him. My tire blew on 285 just before Boulder Crest, on my way to our first date. Clearly that was a sign. I didn't listen. But my tire blew, and he met me at a gas station. We were supposed to be meeting at Cheesecake Factory, but because the tire blew, he met me at a gas station, fixed my tire, then took me to go get another tire, paid for it. And I just thought, oh my God, this is the beginning of a beautiful romantic story. Boy, was I wrong. So, things he lied about. Every morning.
Before we continue, and I don't think I'm going to play the full video, but I remember thinking Reesa Teesa gave this man a lot of chances. And I think it was all because that man bought her that tire. Think about it. Think about it. This is your first time meeting this person, right? And a lot of folks, or a lot of women, have been in the dating world or in the dating market, dating space for some time, and you just experience men doing nothing for you, right? Right? And so first time you meet this man, first day you meet this man, he's buying you a tire. In your mind, you're like, I'm gonna hold on to that. It's not a good, healthy mindset. But just think about it. Like, every time this man lied, she always thought about how he started. He started off really good. Now, it's a little shaky. He bring you to Cheesecake Factory. Now, hold on. Yeah. Parce que during Black Women's New Year, New Me, Black Women's Month, we don't Cheesecake Factory shame around here, baby. The miso salmon, the brown bread, I ain't never been too good for the fried macaroni. Fried mac and cheese balls down from Cheesecake Factory. I ain't never been too good for that. I know how y'all do online. Y'all want to act like y'all don't ever go to the Cheesecake Factory. Mind you, every time I pull up to the Cheesecake motherfucking Factory on a Sunday, that shit is fucking full. Not by Monty, c'est Monty not by. C'est Monty not by. C'est pour Monty not by. Parce que chaque dimanche, nous là. Nous nan mouda Cheesecake Factory chaque dimanche. Chaque weekend, nous là. Nous là. Baby, every time I pull up to the Cheesecake Factory, if I want to have a regular seat, I got to get a buzzer. I do something now that I'm not going to share online, but the past 2 times I went to Cheesecake Factory with Mr. Easter, he's like, how the fuck did you get us seated like that? Don't worry about it. Just move how I move. Just move how the fuck I move. Just move how the fuck I move. But y'all be acting like y'all too good for the motherfucking Cheesecake Factory. Now, would I go to Cheesecake Factory on a date? Drop in the comments. Let me know if you go to Cheesecake Factory on a first date. No. No. Exactly. That's exactly what I be telling Mr. Issa. When I move, you move, just like that. When I move, you move, just like that. Don't ask me no questions. Don't ask me. Show where I move là. If I'm moving, you move. That's it. Don't ask me no questions. Don't ask me no questions. Period. Somebody said, I'll go there for brunch. That's how I know you a CF sister. You was a CF sister. Brunch be lit as fuck down to the Cheesecake Factory. But anyway, you know I can rant for days. But she gave him so many chances because he started off strong with the tire. And I feel like a lot of us have been there, especially when we're in a season of drought, when you're in a season where not only are you not really being entertained, or you're not entertaining men like that, but also if you are entertaining anyone, that they're not doing anything for you. And as a woman, I hate the fact that sometimes a lot of men and women will make you feel like you're like a 304, you're a hoe because you expect a man to do for you. You're a woman. That is like that is your place. That is your place. If a man sees you in need, he should do for you. That's just how I feel. Point blank, period. But anyway, let's continue.
Morning, he would get on the phone with his brother. We'll call his brother John. He would get on the phone with John and he would be like, hey, babe, John said good morning. And I'm in the bathroom doing my hair because I still had to go to work at this time. And so I would just say, hey, John, call out, hey, John. And, he would relay back and forth what I said to John, what John said to me. I never actually talked to John on the phone. And so he would be like, I can't wait for COVID to be over. Me and my girl, we're going to come to see y'all. I can't wait for Auntie to meet her. Side note, his parents were deceased.
Lord. Hold on. Court, thank you so much for the super chat. We also saw this I ain't used to ish from a man mentality from Ashley on Never forget, this man brings me coffee. Oh, y'all want to preach tonight? Oh, y'all want to have a little session tonight? Let's do it. Let's do it. Ashley was willing to look past the fact that Lila lied to her about 3 children. 3 children. Because what? He brings me coffee in the morning. She was willing to look past the fact that this man had multiple lawsuits from other women who basically accused him of romance scamming them and were giving their judgments by judges. Judges ordered him to pay these women back. And she was like, but he makes me coffee. Why? Li fait café, café con leche, café con leche, café con leche. Yep. It's like a scarcity mindset almost, if you will.
Artisy, excuse me. So he was like, I can't wait for you guys to meet her. Like, I know I'm gonna marry her. I know it. He said everything I wanted to hear. Love bombing 101. This man wrote the book. So he talked to his brother every day. He talked to his friends every day in front of me. He would be on the phone laughing, cutting up, cracking jokes, telling them, hey, she said, hey, just having conversation, like a normal conversation. I didn't think anything of it. It wasn't until he got kicked out of my house in June of 2021 that I found out every single phone call was made up. He was never on the phone. I don't know. Those of you who are watching, you're probably like, there's no way. Listen to what I'm saying. Everything I'm telling you can be verified. Every single phone call he ever had was made up. The phone calls where he called to pay his car off, made up. The phone call to the realtor when we were looking at houses, made up. The phone call to the bank for them to release the money for the house that he signed his name for, made up. Every phone call was made up. His brother, every day, he and his brother had not spoken since 2015 when his mother died. I found that out later on. He made up every phone call. He had no friends, but yet every phone call would be my friend this, my friend that. The second lie, his job. He told me when I first met him out the gate that he was a VP at his company. He had been transferred from California to Georgia, and he was in the process of, getting himself settled. He was looking to buy a house. His job was VP of a major condiment company. I won't say the name because I don't want to get sued. But he said that his job was VP at that company.
Coca-Cola. They in Atlanta, it had to be Coca-Cola. Don't sue me ever. Allegedly. I'm so mad my technology is technology, and I'm so annoyed.
It is fair to note he paid every bill. He paid all the bills. He gave me spending money. Like, even though we were quarantined, locked down in my little townhouse, again, this story was always he's trying to buy a house. So when we got together, it was we need to buy a house together. Like, this is forever. We're going to have a family. Let's go ahead and find a house. So the lie is that he was a VP at his company. And he maintained that lie every day. Truth is, he was a temp. He called me from work all the time. I may have to make a different video to explain how he was able to lie with the work stuff. So he would call me and he would pretend to reprimand employees who couldn't see that he had a Bluetooth thing in his ear. He would pretend to reprimand them in front of me. He would pretend to take phone calls from the company president who needed his help on something.
Mind you, this motherfucker was a temp. Mind you, this motherfucker was a temp.
He forged emails that he showed me from the company president asking him, we need to get this up and running. We need to do this project. We need to do that. It is scary how brilliant he was and how much energy he put into the lie. But he was a temp. He was a temp forklift driver. There's nothing wrong with a forklift driver.
There's nothing wrong with a forklift driver, but being a forklift driver but lying about being the VP, that's oh, yeah, that's just too much. Yeah, whoa. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much.
But he was pretending to be a VP. Third lie, housing. He told me he was looking to buy a house. We got together and we started looking at houses. I found a beautiful 5-bedroom, 6-bath house in Smyrna, Georgia that was gorgeous. It was brand new construction build, and I love the house. The house was listed for $699,000. He showed me paperwork from Chase Bank saying that he was approved for a mortgage for $750,000. Yeah. I watched as he put in an all-cash offer on this $699,000 house. I watched him sign his name to a legally binding document for an all-cash offer.
Y'all, I'm not going to play the whole Reesa Teesa thing, but I just wanted to bring her up first because, number one, I just felt like her story was the biggest dating horror story of this year. Remember, even there's a point in her story where she talks about how she was trying to get this man out of her house and he refused, and he was staying in one of her guest rooms in her townhouse. Once she was finally able to get him out of there, there was cups and cups and bottles of pee. I believe she even said doo-doo too, that this man was peeing and pooping in the room. Okay. Caca. peeing, pooping in the room. Do y'all remember that part of the story? Like the story gets really, really insane. Like it gets insane. But yeah. Somebody said, yeah, it was pretty bad. Then Legion did an interview, and that man was just talking in circles, you know. But anyway, that was back in February of this year, and I remember having a thread when she had got signed to CAA. I had a thread. I was like, damn, I have mixed feelings about it, and so many people were using my thread. Oh my God, you're jealous. You're jealous. This girl gave us the biggest story time of 2024. Signed with CAA. If Reesa Teesa were a slim, white, blonde hair girl, she would have been everywhere. I know she had a Target commercial, and I know Natasha Rothwell is going to be, you know, bringing forth her the movie adaptation of Who the Fuck Did I Marry? But if Reesa Teesa were a slim, white, blonde hair girl, we still wouldn't be hearing the end of her. This was in February. We're in December. It's been 10 months. What have y'all seen from Reesa Teesa? And I said that back then when I was clearing. I was like, yo, she signed to a major agency. What are they gonna like? What is the plan? Like, and maybe that's none of my business, right? But as someone who commentates on stuff like this, it just was always in the back of my mind, like, okay, so is she gonna get the treatment that the white girlies be getting? Is she gonna get the big sponsorships? Is she gonna get the big partnerships? Like, is she should have been in everything all year, like nonstop. So I don't know. Maybe things will come into fruition for her next year when the movie drops. But I just feel like we should have been seeing way more. Like, I'm sorry, like I'm seeing fugitives on Dancing with the Stars. Why was Reesa Teesa not in that? Like, I'm just saying we should have been seeing way more with her. She deserved way more. But anyway, I want to talk about her first up because I feel like the lesson, and with all the women I'm going to talk about tonight, I'm going to talk about the lesson that I learned. I think with Reesa Teesa, the number one lesson that I learned in dating is trust your gut. Trust your gut. Trust your gut. If it don't sound right with a guy, it's not right. If you are dating a man and in the very beginning things don't sound right, it's not right. It's not right. I think two and a half years ago, I told y'all about the LA scammer, the pastor from Huntsville, Alabama, who became a podcaster slash photographer slash actor slash acting coach slash a stylist in LA. Now he's a photographer for celebrities like Ashanti now. But remember, I told y'all that. And I told y'all how this man was trying to finesse me out of $10,000. And I just felt that. And I just was like, I'm going to make a video about this. I just feel like this man be doing this to other people. And women and men came forward about this man. Never said his name. This man had to go online and oh, it's not me. All this is lies. I put up all the receipts. And people were still, you know what's funny to me about that situation too? Probably 95% of the women who came to me gave me receipts about what this man was doing, had done to them or was doing to them to get money from them. About 95% of them went back to this man. Yeah. About 95% went back to him. Went back. People will be so forgiving to men who are scamming, who are abusing, who like society, women and men are so forgiving to men who do fucked up shit. But as a woman, let you have a bad attitude, you're done. Or let you be one of the girlies who's switching over to Christianity now. It's a wrap. TikTok is just blowing up, talking shit about you. But these men can be out here scamming these women, using God's word to fuck y'all, building podcasts around grooming y'all to support them financially. And not fair. Not fair. Not fair. Y'all will do it with no problem. Y'all will do it no problem. But let a woman come and give y'all receipts about a swindler, or about a scammer, or about somebody who's out here sexually violating women, and it will be, she just mad because she just mad because the receipts are the receipts. The receipts are the receipts, and y'all will make all types of excuses for these men. But the girlies can't even go from baddie to Christianity without y'all nailing them to the cross. Just saying. Just saying. Somebody said, not you caping for B. Simone. It's not caping. It's facts, though. It's facts. And I love B. I don't have a close relationship with her. I was on Wild 'N Out with her for a couple seasons. But I'm seeing all the stuff that's going on. I'm just like, damn, y'all be having all this heat for this girl. But what about all these men who are building these podcasts around grooming you women to support them financially and sexually? Ooh, y'all don't want to have those conversations. I know several men with huge platforms who have had no problem showing me their DMs and their emails. And it'd be alarming to me. It'd be alarming. But y'all will scream down these girlies who just want to have they try Jesus. Like, I'm sorry. Y'all don't be having the same energy for these men who literally are grooming y'all and using their platforms to groom y'all. But the moment a girl wants to just try Jesus or wants to go down a different pipeline, these niggas be pipelining y'all all damn day. And y'all don't care. Y'all don't mind that. Y'all be down to their podcast asking them all types of dumbass questions like, do you think that men and women should go 50-50? Okay. Just saying. All right, let's go on to the next. Oh, yes, please. Thank you so much. Like the live, y'all. Please like the live. Please like the live. Thank you so much. Somebody said, you can talk about Jesus, but I ain't watching the video. Okay. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying it is my personal opinion that I think that women get harshly critiqued in a way, just way more than the men do. And the men be out here really, really doing shit to harm y'all. They be out here taking y'all money, taking y'all coochies. And they don't have no problem letting other people know that they taking y'all money and y'all coochies. But when they be on their couches or when they be on their panels, they pander to y'all and y'all are okay with that. That kind of falls into this conversation that we're having tonight about dating lessons that I've learned. Something else that I've learned just this year, not personally, but just by watching just the internet, is that y'all are getting fucked. Y'all are getting fucked monetarily. Y'all are getting fucked physically. I saw somebody the other day on Threads. This girl was like, oh my God, Derek Jackson is still out here doing the same thing. And he blocked me. And I saw that and I just couldn't help but chuckle, because it's like, okay, so y'all mad at Derek Jackson, but y'all be listening to all these other male podcasts doing the same thing. I'm just saying. All these podcast niggas is his sons. And Kevin Samuels is their uncle. Like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Just saying. Hopefully in 2025, y'all will stop getting fucked. All right. Next case. Let's talk about Morgan Bailey. Do y'all remember Morgan Bailey? So Morgan Bailey, let me see if I can pull her up. I couldn't find the.
Here's kind of the story time of how I got dumped and became a single mom at 23. So basically, I was living.
Before I continue, Morgan Bailey, she had the Random Man in Atlanta story time. It was last August. And my girl Eloho, she has this video. I'm not going to play the entire thing, but she was able to pull up Morgan's story and put it on her YouTube. I just want to play a little bit of this because some shit happened a couple weeks back, and I want to talk about that. Oh Lord, somebody said... Somebody said I blocked her on TikTok. I'm tired. Jesse, your love story gives me hope. Girl, don't use my love story to give you hope now. Hold on. And we're gonna get to that. When I end these lessons, I want to talk about my dating journey. Just briefly. Just want to talk about that. And I will talk about me and Mr. Easter at the end. But some shit went down with Morgan Bailey a couple weeks ago. So just in case y'all don't know the backstory, I just want to play a little bit of this.
It's not fun, by the way. Here, so I was living in Georgia with her dad. We had like our own life, our own apartment, our own everything, obviously. When I got pregnant, I was like, okay, having kids gonna be hard because my parents live in Michigan. So he was like, okay, let's just move up to Michigan. You can have help with your parents, whatever, da-da-da-da. We mutually agreed to come to Michigan, right? So we moved to Michigan together. He gets like super depressed. I get super depressed because obviously like I'm towards the end of the pregnancy. I'm big as fuck. I just was not thriving. I wasn't happy at all. Like I left my job, I left my apartment, I left all my friends in Georgia. So anyways, we move up here. We just were not clicking. We were not getting along. He was being so mean to me, like seriously, just so mean. Like that's all that I can say. So finally, my birthday's on Valentine's Day, so 4 days before my birthday, he was like, yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow. I can't explain it. But anyways, long story short, he's like, I'm leaving. I'm like, okay, whatever, like go. He's like, tell me if you want to be in a relationship, because if not, like I'm leaving. And I was like, no, go, like whatever the fuck. A bitch did not think he was gonna leave. Okay. In the morning, he packed everything up and he left. He literally just like kissed Gianna and was just like, yeah, I'm not doing this. He didn't take his clothes. He didn't take his shoes. He didn't take like anything. He didn't take his kid. He didn't take me. And he just like hopped on the road and drove back to Georgia. And then this was 4 days before my 23rd birthday. So I was 22. Finally, Valentine's Day rolls around, which is my birthday, 4 days after he ditched me. I found out he moved in with his ex and they have a kid. Well, he has 6 kids. Yeah, we haven't seen him since. So it's just us now. We're just vibing together. I love her. If you guys see him, he's somewhere in Atlanta, so just let me know. Tell him he forgot his kids. Part 2 on how I became a single mom at 22, or no, yeah, I was 22. Oh my god. So yeah, so you guys know how he left. He went back to Georgia. He moved in.
I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I just want to get to the point where she talks about his 8 kids.
His ex-girlfriend, whatever. But let's backtrack to the day that he left. And I'm going to make her a bottle while we're doing this because she's about to go to sleep. Say I'm about to go to sleep because it's 7:30 and that's my bedtime. But yeah, so he left. He left all his shit. Like I said, he left his whole life behind. His clothes, his shoes. He left his kid. He left me.
Lord.
I thought we were like going to get married or whatever. But I think that when I got like pregnant, I became unattracted to him. And then I ended up like having to take some time off towards the end of my pregnancy. So I like wasn't making any money or anything. So I was like useless to him at that point, I guess. I don't really know. And then I had an emergency C-section. So when I had that emergency C-section, I know he didn't like my body. So hence why I feel like he was depressed, because I just went from being like happy, silly, little old me to, I don't know, I was just like so sad and depressed. But I was like getting there. I was like slowly like getting my life back together and back on track, and coming out of postpartum. So I was a month, well, I was a month postpartum, and she was 30 days old when he decided to leave. He literally just basically got on the phone with his mom, and she was just telling him, like, I think you're still hung up on your ex. I think this is why you and Morgan won't work out, and da-da-da-da-da. And he, literally, the day he left, he would not look at me, you guys. Like, I this is so embarrassing to say, but I dropped to my knees begging him to stay because I was so scared. I had only been a mom for 30 days. I was straight out of a C-section, so I couldn't even, like, move around. Yeah, it was so bad. Yeah, so he just left, like, and I remember I probably called him like 80 times before he hit Ohio, okay? Yeah, I think he was like blocking me like most of the times. So I just had no contact with him for most of the drive there, which really sucked because I was like sitting in my room like literally like, should I die now? But no, that's not the answer. That's not the answer. Don't do that. Yeah, so I stayed in my room for like 3 weeks. I lost a lot of weight. He sent me flowers on my birthday, which is kind of like an asshole thing to me because he literally moved in with his ex on the same day that he sent me flowers. Say, yeah, that was rude. She's like, girl, hurry up. Here, Gigi, you want your bottle? She's going to go to sleep after this. Say, I can grab my own bottle and go to sleep. Good job. My baby is so grown. I love you, Gigi. Oh, my goodness. This is so cute. But have a good night. That was part 2. Okay, grab a drink while I tell you guys a story time of how I met the random man from Atlanta. So, I was 21. I moved to Georgia. I had my own apartment. Me and my cousins. I lived on the 3rd floor. He lived on the 1st floor, right? So, I worked from home at that time. I was mortgage banking. And I loved being outside, so I would always go downstairs and eat in my car because I didn't, like, have a balcony or anything. He would always come to my door and, like, just say stuff like, can we hang out? Or, like, you know, like, what's your name? I want to get to know you type stuff. And I was, like, so terrified of him, you guys. Like, and he had this little pit bull that he would, like, take everywhere he went, but, like, not on a leash. He would always be outside every single time I got home. So I would call my dad, like, Dad, stay on the phone with me. Like, this kid is creeping me out. And he wasn't a kid, by the way. He's, like, almost 30 years old. So anyways, I feel like I was so, like, afraid of him because this was, like, my first relationship. So he started, like, coming around and we would, like, hang out with our friends. Like, and then obviously we were, like, in a college type, like, environment. So everybody was, like, mingling. And everybody was always trying to, like, get us to be together. And I was like, no, like, I'm not giving him a chance. Like, I just totally, like, he's just not my type. Finally, I started, like, actually kind of liking him. And I was like, okay, like, I could see this.
Yeah. The baby cute, but this story is not. And I'm gonna give her grace because she was what, 21? She says 21. But this man, she describes the man to be a stalker, basically. A stalker who was very mean to her and someone who she was just very terrified of. How do we get from that to a baby? Mind you, he was 29, she was 21. It's just a lot going on. And also Morgan's father, she talked about her father. I know her uncles and her father are in her life because I saw them recently in a TikTok. But I'm like, why was this man not jumped? Why was this man not jump? We have to talk about men and how useless they are too. And this is no shade to her daddy or her uncles, but it's like, I'm sorry, y'all are in this girl's life. She tells y'all that she's terrified. Somebody need to get their ass whooped. This man need to get jumped. Why are men so useless? Like, what is happening?
This like happening. He caught feelings. He finally asked me to be his girlfriend, and I said yes, whatever. We never really went on a date, like where you like dress up and like go do all that. Like he used to always like hang out. Like he would take me to the hood.
Let me show you our taboo style game.
We would go like hang out with his friends. He because he sold stuff to the town. That's all that I could say. This sounds
Lord, Gigi's just sitting there like, this is my dad. This is who you chose to be my daddy. Gigi's just like, hey, whoa, yeah, this is who you chose. Hey, whoa, not you choosing this loser to be my damn daddy.
So bad. Anyways, sometimes like go get food together, like whatever, go to like the bar.
Mind you, no date. This man never took her on one date. Not one date.
Or something, like, you know, normal people things. Finally everything like just stopped. Like there was literally like, I remember 6 months in a row I was pregnant too, where I was begging him to take me on a date, like, please, like, let's go for a walk, you don't have to spend money on me, like I just want to spend time with you. Like it was so bad. I had no.
You don't have to spend money on me, I just want to spend time with you. You were already telling this man how not to treat you. And again, she was young, but let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. It be women in their 30s with this mindset. I'm just saying. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. It be women in their 30s with this mindset. We're gonna have to stop that in 2025. Okay? We're not going to the hood. You're not taking me to the hood. We're not riding around and getting it. Nobody back. Men not it. Men not it. Take me for that. Take me for that. Dating. Dates. Dating. Dates. Men not it. Men not it. Okay? 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 Men not it. Not dating. Take me for that. Take me for that. You have to spend the money. You have to spend the money. Spend the money. 2025, spend the money. Hello. Dating, dates. Okay. Okay. Okay, sister. Utandem, sister. Escutandem. Escúchame. Do you hear me? Y'all hear me?
Friends, because it was like to the point where I couldn't just go hang out with friends, because he monitored and controlled every single thing that I did of every single part of the day. Like, I'm not kidding. If I was like ever to go hang out with a friend or something, it was like, oh, you're cheating on me. Like, but he could like spend all of his time in the club or like do whatever he wanted. There was red flags, don't get me wrong, but like when you're literally so in love, and on top of that, you're so young, you're so far away from all of your family, and you're pregnant, I was depressed, okay? First times where I literally felt like he was the only person that I had, like, so I just listened to everything that he would say, and that was it. And like, he's much older than me. He used to always try and like little girl me, even though like I was basically paying most of the bills all the time. Like, I was the one doing the dishes, the laundry, like literally everything. And he would still try and like little girl me and tell everybody that I'm like so annoying to him. And that's why he would like run to the club and like spend all of his money at the club on the strippers. And like, mind you, I've got really real when like I found out that I was pregnant, and I was like, dude, like we need to start like saving money. Like, this is real. Like, we're gonna have a kid, like a mini us.
Enough. 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 Yeah, I've heard enough. 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 Make a long story short, she continues to talk about this man and hers relationship and how he was physically abusive, emotionally abusive, financially abusive to her. And come to find out, this man had 6 other kids. I think he's at 8 kids now. I believe there was a time period where the other baby mamas, hearing her story on TikTok, they started making their stories. Morgan blows up. I believe she gets like 3 million TikTok followers. She blows up. She gets all these partnerships, endorsements, brand deals. Her and Gigi move on up. They move on up to a deluxe apartment in the sky. They're doing good. Then lo and behold and lo, TikTok investigators catch wind that she is back with the random man from Atlanta. Okay. So this man is like posting things at different locations where she is supposedly at the same time. And then all of a sudden he starts popping up in her videos and they start doing videos together. Then he starts building his own TikTok page and he's doing like, I think it was like cooking videos or whatever, or trying to do what she was doing with Gigi. It was weird, right? Then all of a sudden, I believe like 3 weeks ago, this man just pops up on TikTok and he puts up this video. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. What? Why? What the hell? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Lord. Lord. This girl, she just be having all the TikTok drama. I'm like, okay, when I need to catch up on what the fuck going on. I passed it? I don't feel like, child, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna just do this. Yeah. Okay, maybe this girl has.
We've got passion, we've got determination. Like, and if we set our sights on something, you better believe it's happening.
Oh man.
I really wanted to play Destiny because Destiny, she be having all the stuff. But okay, I've never watched this man's YouTube, so I don't know what he's about to show. But this looks like what I was talking about. So now you have Morgan helping her baby daddy build a platform now. Okay? You have her helping the baby daddy build a platform. This man who was doing all this crazy stuff to her, abusing her. But then the other day, he did something. Okay, this is not it. Not it. Oh, she's on YouTube now. Good for her. Hold on. Okay, maybe this girl has it. Lord,
Morgan Bailey and a random man in Atlanta have reached the final.
I'm sorry that I'm using all these people's pages, but I really want to use Destiny because she had it.
You aren't aware of who Morgan Bailey is? She went viral for becoming the 6th baby mama to a bum, aka the man she coined.
Okay, so I think
random
this is the
man
video that the
in
guy
Atlanta.
put up. Okay.
That's the final stage. They already released explaining what.
So Morgan tried to provoke me. I wouldn't let her provoke me. So to all you guys who follow her, I don't want to mess up my kids' money. So please, always support Gigi. But Morgan, you guys have gave her too much leeway, and somebody has to put an end to it. And I will accept that responsibility. I love her so much as a person, but I'm done getting abused from this bullshit. I came back to give her a family that she begged for, she paid for, and I'm done packing my shit up. Lord knows I want to call the police, but I'm not. See you guys. And those who do know Morgan, we know she's gonna try to post and say, I whoop her ass, I do, etc. The grown people that provoke me.
I'm gonna play it over because I saw some of you guys saying you couldn't hear it, so I'm just gonna play it over so you guys can hear it. But he starts off saying she tried to provoke me.
So to all you guys who follow her, I don't want to mess up my kids' money, so please always support Gigi. But Morgan, you guys have gave her too much leeway, and somebody has to put an end to it. And I will accept that responsibility. I love her so much as a person, but I'm done getting abused from this bullshit. I came back to give her a family that she begged for, she paid for, and I'm done packing my shit up. Lord knows I want to call the police, but I'm not.
Lord knows I want to call the police, but I'm not. I'm gonna come to TikTok. Why? 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 So obviously, Morgan took this man back, right? And that's the lesson that I'm gonna say. Morgan Bailey taught me, and should teach everyone. Never ever take him back. Remember, in her initial videos, she talked about how he was abusive, physically, financially, emotionally, right? And she makes this story about him. She blows up on TikTok. His baby mamas air his ass out too. So now people know who he is, right? Do you think a man with good intentions would want to be with a woman who literally just outed them to the world about being a deadbeat? Drop in the comments, let me know. Nisha, if you're just getting here, no, we played the initial stories from Random Man in Atlanta, and she talks about him being abusive even back then. Even back then, she talked about it. No man who, thank you. So everybody's saying, Lord, what was it? It was a scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the bullshit. No man with good intentions would want to come back to you after you out them like that, unless they have other intentions. Let's just be for real. That man wanted his lick back. And just how, remember in her initial videos, she said she was paying all the bills. She was cooking and cleaning. She was basically taking care of him. Well, after he posted this, talking about, oh, she tried to provoke me. Mind you breathing so hard, that lets me know you try to provoke her and she beat your ass. Not saying it's right. Domestic DV is not right. But let's just be for real. You try to put hands on her and she was like, not today. I'm not the same Morgan from back then. Nah. No. I'm not the same Morgan from back then. You're not going to put your hands on me. This is Tina Turner and Ike in the limo. Okay? He wanted his lick back. He wanted to go ahead and provoke her and have her lose everything. That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. Okay? Then she released her own video to talk about it, and it was heartbreaking.
Everything is designed. Everything.
Hold on. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, child. But is it my connection? Is it my connection? Lord. Is it my connection? My Lord. I don't know what the hell is going on. What the hell is going on? Child, I don't know what the hell going on. But make a long story short, Morgan made a video where she talked about the fact that no, him coming online and showing his face bruised up and everything, he tried to hit her. And yes, she did hit him back. She also revealed that he had been stealing money from her, that he had been giving money that she gave him, that he was supposedly giving it to other people, that when he would ask her for money and she would say no, he would threaten her with revenge P. So he had very, what's the word? Inappropriate, y'all know what I'm talking about. Inappropriate videos of her, and he would threaten her with basically releasing the videos to the public so that she could lose everything. It just was really, really mad. It was really nasty. It was really, really nasty. Let me see if I stop my screen and try it. I don't know. It's not working for me. Maybe I'll do my phone. I'll do my phone for the next one. But basically, y'all, the moral of the story for Morgan is never taken back. Never taken back. Especially those of you guys who come online, right? Those of y'all who come online, and I've done this. Like I've shared personal stories. Usually, if I'm sharing a story, it's because I'm. The hell, I don't know. Usually, if I'm sharing a story, it's about someone from my past, someone that I'm never gonna deal with again. Like that's usually how that works. Unfortunately, what I do see a lot of times in the world of social media is I will see women come online and share stories about certain guys, and then y'all be going back like that doesn't make sense to me. Oh, thank you very much. This is so nice. Thank you, Spice. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm not gonna come online and share something so like, you know what I really liked about Reesa Teesa? She shared her story and she never went back to that man. And Legion tried his best to get his little 5 minutes of fame. I think even recently I saw something. I think I saw something recently where where he tried to say something about her and trying to get her attention, and it was just like, yeah, nah. She paid that man dust. And I feel like that's how it should be. Like if you're gonna come on and tell these stories, pay these men dust. the thing with Morgan Bailey, that man wanted to get his lick back. That's what it was for him. He wanted to get his lick back. Point blank, period. Hold on. Whew. Okay, but he wanted to get his lick back. That man wanted to get his lick back, and I mean, I hope she really leaves him alone. Let's see.
A new video. So in today's video, I want to talk about the
Oh shit, I can play it like this. Hold on. Can I play it like this? Can I? If I hover over it? Okay, it was letting me hover over this one.
to a new video. So in today's video, I want to talk about the ongoing TikTok drama.
In 2024 has put his hands on me, if that's not the whole 100% honest to God truth. And honestly, his videos have finally pushed me and encouraged me to just say what's been happening and call it a day. I genuinely have had tears in my eyes all night long because I have to do this. But at the end of the day, Jaquan, we all know that I have been physically abused 4 months on end. And I mean, dragged across the house by my hair. I mean, headbutted. I mean, bruises on my body, on my ribs. At one point for a while, you got very smart and you told me you would only punch me in the back of my head because people wouldn't be able to see the bruises on me then. I came on this app with pimple patches all over my face, trying to act like my acne was so bad from using a new product, when in all reality, we knew that you drew blood all over my face and all over my chin, especially last night. For the first time ever, I was the one who provoked you because I have had enough. I've been fed up. And I've always wondered, why don't people just leave when they're in situations like that? Until I was in this situation, I didn't understand, and you will not understand. And I'm hoping that a lot of you guys out there do not understand. But I will say that after so long, you really get tired of being somebody's literal punching bag, especially when it is a man that is twice the size of you and a good 6 inches taller than you. See, 2 things can be true at once. Jaquan can post messages of me saying that I'm begging him to stay. That's true to a certain extent, but tell them why I'm begging you to stay. Tell them the reason that I beg to send you money. The reason why I beg to send him money is because he's consistently financially abusing me. And it has come down to the point where every single day of my life, if I don't send Jaquan what he wants, if I don't give Jaquan what he needs, he is going to post videos about me. I have a text message from him saying straight up, he wants me to be working a 9 to 5. And that's what his end game is with me. This is one of the very few of them. I'm about to be fighting knots and bruises. I don't even know what I did by him this time, but he told me straight up, doesn't smoke, so he wanted to do that. And if I didn't provide that to him, then he was going to beat my butt and pull off into the night like nothing has happened, which he is.
I mean, you've seen enough. You've seen enough. Like, so more of the story is, do not take him back. That is the lesson from Morgan Bailey. All right. Final lesson is the trophy wife. Oh my gosh. I really want to talk about this. I actually was going to make a standalone video for this, but I just I'm going to put her in this. But remember, I don't know if you guys remember this video. This was the trophy wife. She came online and she talked about how her husband that she met within a week married him they were dating, and within a week of dating they got married. Fast forward, she finds out that he was essaying her 2 daughters. Do y'all remember that story? Drop in the comments, let me know if you guys remember that story. Yeah, someone said I hope she's okay. So yeah, so she did an interview. And y'all, please play. Okay, there it is. What is going on? Child, what the hell is going on? I think something's wrong with Chrome tonight, because maybe if I hover over it, it'll let me do it. But why is it when I hover?
Talked about this story of the new trophy wife. A lot of information.
Why is it when I hover over the actual thing I want to watch?
Up putting her out because she was leaving her kids, her 2 boys.
Now, I think this is her husband's niece. Her husband's niece had come on and said that she was lying about it. People didn't believe the niece. But I wanted y'all to see this. Oh my gosh. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. This is just, hold on. Oh,
using our powerful platform that
I didn't realize.
okay. Whoever suggested that I leave YouTube, thank you, because I actually thought to sign out. So I signed out and then it let me come in. Okay. So the trophy wife, right? So it's a 2-hour interview. Obviously, we're not going to watch the entire interview, right? But there's a couple things I wanted to touch on from this interview. Number one, let me just give y'all just the backstory. Remember, she had the video on YouTube. She talked about how she was married to this man that was, basically like that was financially, remember, she had the whole channel of being a trophy wife. So she was his trophy wife. She was coaching women to marry up. She was a big Shira 7 follower, Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle. She said that she learned everything that she needed to learn about dating from Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle. Mind you, I think context is very, very important because I think when you're watching people like Sprinkle Sprinkle, again, context is very important. Context is very important. And I do think that when you are watching somebody like Sprinkle Sprinkle, you need to cherry pick the information. Everything is not going to apply to the situation that you're in. So you definitely need to cherry pick. I think, yeah, she did. I think she did mention that she watched Kevin Samuels too. Yeah. But anyway, so I will say before I get into this specific interview though, there were a couple things that to me just didn't sit right with me when it came to her. I think number one, hold on, y'all. Okay. Whew, okay. Number one, I just did not like her coming to the internet with that information. And as somebody who has told the internet a lot of things, there are just certain things y'all will never be able to beat out of me. Like there's just certain things I think the Nazis shouldn't be able to get out of you. Okay. And I think it just was in very poor taste for her to share this. That's just my personal opinion. Mainly because this happened to her daughters. And think about how you'd feel if once you grow up and you're able to like function and think that somebody at school say, oh, well, didn't your mama say that your stepdaddy was leaving marks on your vagina? Yeah, I saw it on YouTube. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that just was in very poor taste. And I think that also, if I were to share something like that, that man would have to be behind bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, the man was not behind bars. This is a free man, right? And I know how SA works and how lenient the law is on that. It's very seldom. I watch a lot of true crime, especially true crime that has to do with that, because I guess maybe because I'm a survivor of that. But it's very well known that SA crimes just do not, there's such leniency. The punishments for that, it's almost non-existent. Like, you really have to SA somebody and delete them to go to jail. Like, it's really crazy, right? But I don't know. My kids would have to be older. It would have to be something that they would want to share as well. I can't just come to the internet and tell the internet that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to just do that just like that. And then she shared that knowing that she had an entire platform dedicated to just chasing men with money, right? And so anyway, she goes on this podcast. She goes on this interview, and basically these are just a couple things that she said. I'm just going to give you guys like a little background on her for those of you guys who haven't seen the interview. But she said on the podcast that she had no regrets. Like, when the guys asked her if she had any regrets when it came to how she moved with her relationships. Mind you, her husband, who did this to her daughters, right? He was a guy that she was dating. At the time that she was dating him, another guy came along. That guy spent money on her faster than he did. And so she moved in with this man. Mind you, she already had 2 sons from a prior relationship. What made her leave that particular relationship was she felt that that guy was just tolerating her kids. In this interview, she talks about how her older son and her boyfriend were not getting along, and that her boyfriend had suggested that the boyfriend had suggested that her son go move with somebody else. So go live with his dad or go live with somebody else. And she just wasn't okay with that. And so that kind of started the breakdown of their relationship. And as she was making a decision to leave, the first guy, who would turn out to be her husband, the first guy just calls her out of nowhere. And she tells him, hey, it's funny that you called. He asked her if she's in a relationship. She's like, actually, I'm leaving that relationship. I'm actually looking to move out now. Would you let me come stay with you? And the guy was like, well, if you come live with me, you'd have to be my wife. Within a week of that conversation, she became his wife. Okay. She, even to put the pressure on him, got herself a ring to give to him to give to her. It just was ridiculous. Mind you, the woman, according to her, was not pressed for money. She was always making great money. She was always making at least 6 figures. So she was never pressed for money. Okay. They asked her, when did she feel that her husband was her husband? And I thought this was so weird, because she said that on their first date together, she felt that her husband was her husband. Mind you, this is the guy who would go on to SA her daughters, right? But I'm like, I needed them to ask her, well, when was the first date? Are you talking about the first date you had with him before you moved in with the other guy? It just was not making no sense. It wasn't making no sense. But she said that his family was from a church family. His family owned a church, so she felt like he was God-fearing. She did confirm that he never touched her boys, I think, somewhere throughout the interview. She said that Lord, hold on. I don't know why everybody is on my neck this evening. What is going on? She said that because I guess they asked her if that man had ever touched her boys. She said no, he never touched her boys. She said that that they threw their wedding together within a week of being together. She said that their sexual relationship was very vanilla. Like, she was just saying a bunch of shit. And I want y'all to just hear how she's speaking in the interview.
Is that like working from home?
Why wait to lose?
Because I want to show y'all how things change later on in the interview. Not this shit again. Oh my God. This is so annoying. But as this is reconfiguring, Lord have mercy, this is so annoying. This is annoying. Not this being the last live. Maybe I'll just do it from my phone. But what else was I gonna say too? I don't know what's going on with my stuff today. But let me show y'all how she talks in the interview, throughout the interview. Hold on.
No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me.
Combination of being a trophy wife. I think that's what has a lot of people, stirred up really all over for at this point, because these people have seen the video.
Well, when I created my platform, I wanted to redefine the term trophy wife into a woman that is the Proverbs 31 woman, which is my favorite verse in the Bible, and I believe that every woman should aspire to be. It's not just about how pretty you are. It's about, are you, being a good mom? What are your values? Are you choosing a man of values? And I thought that I was talking about the right thing. And, I don't think it's bad for a woman to want a successful man. I'm never going to say that a woman should just not care at all, how a man shows up, because the success is honestly a manifestation of different attributes within the man. It's just a manifestation of being a hard worker, persistent, faithful, all the.
I'm glad I started at this point, because I felt like this is where, like, it was like, girl, what? If y'all want to talk about pipelines, this is insane. How she tried to basically change up. Oh, I was teaching women to be the Proverbs 30. No, bitch. No, ma'am. You were teaching women to go after men with money, and you were doing that, and you were propping up your husband as a man who's worthy of a trophy wife. Mind you, you didn't know he was essaying your daughters, but remember, he was essaying her. She says this in the interview. She also said this in her video. He was essaying her as well, very early on in their marriage. And so you knew that this man was abusing you, yet you were online telling women how to get a man like yours. I did a podcast on the trophy wife, and I said in my podcast that I felt that she don't need to come back to the internet. You need to go back to your job, get off the internet, give the internet a break. Don't be trying to coach nobody. This ain't it, right? And so anyway, throughout the interview, she does this like, this is her the entire interview.
We were finally a family, I thought.
And at this time, when you decide to make a decision and you go about, informing your family, how did they receive that?
They were shocked. I actually made my husband come as my ex. I made him come ask my mother from my hand. That was a requirement for me to marry him to me. And he did so, and he was very respectful and just said, I'll take wonderful care of your daughter. She'll never have to worry. And her sons.
That and I'm not, hold on, just to give you guys context, I'm not making fun of her, but when you watch the damn interview that I can't play on my damn computer, that's her for mostly the interview until when she's asked about her platform. But for the most part, it's you know, my daughters, and I told him that, and he did this, and he did that, and my son, and mind you, not one tear, not one tear. Not one tear. Not one tear, right? So there's a point in the interview where they invite this therapist on. And I ain't gonna hold you, I was annoyed by the therapist at first because, well, I wasn't annoyed by the therapist. I was annoyed by the guys, the hardly initiated guys, because they did not inform the therapist who the trophy wife was and what was she, you know, what was her story and what she was there to therapize. Okay. So I felt like the therapist was not ready to really have a strong conversation with her. But boy, was I wrong. It took her a minute. That's why the interview is so long. It took her a minute, but by the time she understood what took place and why we were all gathered there, she told her the exact same thing I said in my podcast, which was she needs to get offline. She don't need to be online talking about this shit. Let me show y'all what her response was.
No way it was. It seems like it was, but it wasn't. It wasn't.
And Dr.
Hold on.
And you without judgment.
Really just address ISIS and the people that, might, just want to hear your words.
Well, ISIS, you're not going to take any suggestions that I have, but you are a part of the internet culture. You are a part of the how this is therapeutic for you. But I would say, just please consider fading to black for just a little while to give yourself time and your children time to heal outside of the public eye. If God called you to tell your story, to expose the truth, then hallelujah for
That's all I answered to.
You have done
That's all I answered to.
And now, perhaps, the time has come. If you have truly done your part, then go and heal and allow yourself to focus on you and your children now, and to come up with a plan for what you do before this man and now after this man, because he will be a part of you all's story for a lifetime. I would also say to anyone else who is out there, if you have found yourself triggered tonight, if you recognize that ISIS is telling your story, if you recognize that your story has yet to be told, get into somebody's chair. Let healing be possible for you. If you recognize that you are a person who at any point in your past or in your present has struggled,
I just want y'all to hear.
Feelings that you don't feel like are in your control, that don't feel the healthiest for you, whether it is around attraction to children, whether it is around power and control, or feelings of inadequacy or insecurity that cause you to show up in sexual ways that you are not proud of. Recognize that healing is possible, and recognize that there are places that can help you understand you without judgment, and help you get to a place where you feel more whole and satisfied and secure. And so what I would say is, no matter where you stand on this, recognize that at the end of the day, you have to be responsible for you and be responsible for the children who are entrusted in your care. Educate yourself, know how to protect children, don't be afraid to have the conversation, and don't be afraid to enlist people like us to help you.
There we go. Thank you so much, Dr. Spirit.
Listen to this.
Joining us. It's always a pleasure to have you here on Hardly Initiated. We love you. Go get you some sleep because I know you need some after the kind of days that you be having over there. All right. So thank you guys.
Love you too, Dr. Spirit.
Listen to this.
Chat for Dr. Spirit. You know, and man, Isis, I thank you as well. You know, for coming up here because I just know this took a lot. You know, I know this is heavy. I know this is scary. It's a lot of people in the chat. It's a lot of people in your comments. It's a lot of people, you know, giving their 2 cents in your life, you know, on your children's life, on your entire family's life, you know, at this point. So just curious. I mean, is there anything that, you know, you want to say to the people before we go ahead and let you go?
Listen. Oh my gosh.
Did this for the victims. And when I saw the victims in my comments, I said, my mom never believed me. Even if it was just one comment, but it was so many. I knew I did the right thing. I knew putting the video out was the right thing. It showed me over and over that this has been the right thing. And for everybody who wants to say, I need to take a break, please write me a check for me to take a break from taking care of my children. Please do.
And tears dried up real quick. Write me a check. I mean, I didn't really show it because my computer's acting stupid. I really wish I could show y'all the break by break. But if you pull it back, when she's on with Dr. Spirit is telling her, hey, you know what? I know you're part of the social media world and you're not going to take my advice. And it's because every time the therapist would come in and talk to her, she kept cutting her off. She didn't have that voice. It was, I don't answer to you. I answer to God. God told me to do this. God is telling me to do this. God is telling me to build this platform and to talk to women about what happened to me. And the therapist is like, girl, no, like you need to take a moment. Take a moment, take a breather. You've been through a lot. And what was her response at the end? Write me a check. Write me a check. The trophy wife ain't shit. The trophy wife ain't shit. She just wants y'all money. And my lesson that I got from her is money isn't everything. So basically what? You came online to tell us about your daughter, so what? So you can get money from the AdSense? You did this interview for what? So you can get money from that AdSense too? Now you're telling us to write your check? She wants to make money off of her daughters being essayed by her husband, who was also essaying her. Mind you, she was teaching women to get the same type of man she was married to. Oh my God, somebody said it. Money is her God. Money is her God. Sick. I find her to be a sick bitch. Sick bitch. Like, that is disgusting to me. So anyway, I just want to talk about those 3 women. I feel like those 3 women, they did a lot in the dating horror story space. And I feel like there's a lot of lessons to be learned, you know, from these women. Someone earlier was talking about me and Mr. Easter. And I will say this. Let me say this. Because I don't ever want to make like I don't want to ever make like my relationship like content. And I will show y'all us having fun. I will show y'all us traveling. I will show y'all, you know, having a good time. But that's enough for me to show, for people to already save. I mean, my birthday vlog, if you look at the comments under that birthday vlog, and that was from July. There's so many people in there telling me I'm gonna lose. You gonna lose this man. The way you gonna lose him. You finally got a good one. You gonna lose him. I don't need to give the world context about my relationship. I will show y'all us having fun all the time. But let me say this about my relationship. Somebody in my comments yesterday said, Jess, I'm so happy for you. Love happened for you when you least expected it. When you least expected it. And when I saw that comment, I was like, actually, that's not true. That is not true. I have always expected to fall in love. I have always expected to find my person. Yes, I was single for 6 years, but baby, every year I started off with a mood board, and marriage and a baby was always on my mood board. Always. I had to go back to my Pinterest today. I was like, wait a minute. Actually, no, it was last night. I was on my Pinterest and I said, oh my gosh, like, no, dating might not be my identity. I've never made dating my identity. Like, oh, niggas. I need to find a nigga. I need to find a nigga. I need to find a man. That's never been my identity. But I have always wanted to be married. This is my 2024 mood board. I'm going to show y'all what's on my 2024 mood board. Makeup by Shayla. Can y'all see that? Her wedding. Makeup by Shayla. Like, her wedding is one of my favorite weddings I've ever watched. Like, you couldn't tell me I wasn't at her wedding. You could not tell me I was not at Makeup by Shayla's wedding. I was at her wedding. You know what else was on my mood board? Now, I don't know why I predicted that Drea would get pregnant this year. That's crazy. But she was on my mood board. So pregnancy was on my mood board. I also had Ashley Wheeler, who, if you've ever seen Wags Miami, she was on my mood board. I was like, when I get pregnant, I'm going to take pictures just like this. Mood board. Mood board. Who else was on my mood board? Kat and her husband, who is funny because this year I was able to befriend her, but she was on my mood board. And I've looked at my mood board for the past 6 years, and every mood board had a baby and a wedding. I had stuff for my career. I had the places I wanted to travel. I had my personal goals, but marriage and a child has always been something I expected going into every year since I've been single. Has it happened? Am I married? No. Am I pregnant? No. But for 2025, guess what's going back on my mood board? Wedding, baby. I say all that to say, I have always expected to be in love. I've always expected for God to send me my husband. I've always expected for God to send me my person. I have always expected to be a mother. Has it happened for me yet? No. But baby, I'm going to live on expectancy. Expectancy. I live in expectancy. I always expect to be in love, to be a mother, to get married, to have a good career, to be able to provide for myself, to have good health, to have money in the bank. I live in a space of expectancy. And so when I saw that comment, I was like, actually, no. Now, was I praying every day for God to send me my husband? No, I gave up on that. Coming into 2024, I was vigorously dating. And baby, I was going to be outside for the summertime. Like, I was going to be outside for the summertime. But I will never forget. I think it was on the third date with Mr. Easter. Spring. We were in spring by then. And he said to me, I'm going to let you have your spring. Let you have your little spring. But summertime is mine. That man told me that. And I remember we went out with Lauren, Cameron, Sheila, Ace. He looked at Cameron and Lauren. And he I told her she could have her spring. But trust and believe, I didn't even make my spring. I didn't even make it to spring. He was my man immediately. I expected that. I've always expected I would fall in love. When I would go on dates, I was not always good at dating. I wasn't a consistent dater, but when I would go on dates, I was looking to, okay, is this the one? I'm looking out to see if this person meets my expectations. I was always in the space of expectancy, always. And so I think just my last lesson that I learned from my experience, and I'm gonna pass it on to y'all, is that what you expect, you can have. I will say for 6 years, I expected that. I think this year, what changed for me was I actually did the work. I actually put in the work. But the person that I was waiting for finally came, and I put in the work for that. And I'm going to pass that on to you. Live in expectancy. And that's just not for your love life. That's for anything you want out of the 2025. Anything. Whatever it is, you need to live in expectancy. You got to do the work, though. Even the Bible says, faith without works is dead. You have to put in the work. Okay. So I got my happy ass up on Easter. I went to church with that man. I went to brunch with that man. And when I went to brunch and when we went to church, I was present. I had conversations. I paid attention. I asked necessary questions. I listened. I saw him. That's something I saw. I said in one of my first lives where I talked about him. And I remember seeing a comment that said, oh, she said she saw him. It's not for everybody. I know what I mean when I say I saw him. Sometimes we can see a lot of things, but we ain't seeing what we need to see. I saw what I needed to see. So live in expectancy. Live in expectancy. I expected to find love this year. And if I didn't find love this year, I was going to turn around for 2025 and I was going to expect it again. I was going to keep expecting it. And if it didn't happen in 2025, 2026, all right, love, marriage, what we doing? Kids, what we doing? I lived in expectancy. And I'm going to pass that on to you. I'm going to pass that on to you. Expect to find love. Expect to find your person. Expect to find marriage. Expect to find somebody who's going to treat you well, who's going to treat you like you deserve to be treated. Expect to find somebody who's going to be your soft space, somebody who's going to understand you, somebody who's going to laugh and make life fun again. I am having so much fun. Like, I didn't think I could have this much fun in a relationship. Sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe we having just a little too much fun. Like, this shit is just, hold on, this shit is unserious. This is some unserious shit. I'm having the time of my life. And I think it is because I lived in expectancy. So no, love did not happen for me when I least expected it. Love happened for me because I expected it. Oh yes. Love happened for me because I expected it. I wasn't going out every day looking for it, but in my heart, in my soul, that was the desire of my heart. That was the desire that God placed in me. I expected it. And going into this year, 2025, I'm expecting marriage. To whom that may concern. I am expecting marriage. I'm expecting to become a mother. I'm expecting to buy a new home. I'm expecting to build my family and have healthy children, have healthy careers, good careers, and good income, and be able to just have children that will come into this world and shake shit up just like their mama and their daddy. Period. That is where I live. I live in expectancy. And I want to speak that over you. Live in expectancy. Live in expectancy. Expect the best things to happen to you for 2025. Point blank, period. All right, that's it. I ain't going, okay, okay. I'm not, hey, I ain't going down no pipeline. I don't want y'all dragging me. Oh, nah. Not she a motivational speaker. Don't come for me, baby. Okay, over here we talk about love is blind. We talk about dating. We talk about I have married at first sight. I have all that shit coming up in January. I'm just saying, for those of you guys who ask me about my relationship and you make comments about my relationship, don't make my relationship your goals. You need to have your own goals, and you need to expect for your goals to come to pass. Live in expectancy for your life. Point blank, period. All right, y'all. That's it. My lip. Hello. Yeah, last live of 2024. Hello. I love you guys so much. I thank you guys so much. I said it in my last video, but I am so thankful for all of y'all who have spent time with me this year. I feel like I saw so much growth this year. I got really comfortable with y'all, and we've done so much on this channel. And in 2025, you know what I expect to do? I expect to do more in-person stuff. I've been in my head a lot, and I'd be overthinking a lot. I'm like, no, like this year I'm going to go to different cities. I'm going to do whatever, whether it's a brunch, whether it's a just a couple things live. Like, we're going to do that in person. I want to be able to touch y'all and talk to y'all more and spend time with y'all. That's going to be my goal for 2025. I expect to touch y'all just a little bit more. And yeah, I'm really thankful. I'm so excited for 2025. I hope that you guys are excited about this year. I hope that all your dreams come true, all your goals come true for 2025. I thank you guys for being a part of my 2024 journey. I feel like, honestly, there were times when if I didn't have this channel, I probably would have broke. Like when I lost my job, like I was like, my God, like if I didn't have this channel and if I didn't have y'all, I wouldn't have been able to do the Hulu partnership. That came along because of y'all. Nobody else. It came along because of y'all, and they saw how you guys are engaged here. And so I'm really thankful from the bottom of my heart for all of you guys who choose to engage and just be a part of my life. And I hope that I add to your life. I hope I make you laugh. I hope I make you think. I hope I make you smile. I hope that you really do feel like I'm your sister. When y'all see me, y'all say sister. So I am really your sister. I really am that, and I'm really thankful for all of you guys. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I love y'all. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. I love all of you guys, and I want you guys to take care of yourselves and each other. I will see y'all on the other side. Happy New Year. See y'all in 2025.